throw away.
Stand by.
Come out the blank.
We are back for a live edition of Class Discussion. This is a chance for us to have real discussions around real topics. Today, we are talking Black history and more. Now, let's introduce our panel before we get this discussion started.
How y'all doing? I'm Bradley.
I'm Shamari Blandy.
And I'm Shawntravis Holden.
All right, thanks for joining us today. Let me ask this first. Why is Black history important to you?
Black history is important to me because one, it's it's where we come from. I think it's important to know that, your history and where you come from, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit later in the show, but there's a lot of people that try to take that away from us. And it's just good to know that we come from more than just slavery. We come from kings, queens, doctors. We can be whatever we want to be. So I just think it's important to know where we come from and know our history.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like Black history is very important, especially because it's our story, for one. It's legacy, it's tradition, it's things that we pass down through generations. And like Bradley said, a lot of people are trying to silence us and keep that and take that away from us.
I definitely agree with y'all too. We come from greatness. That's why Black history is important to me. Knowing that our history did not start in shackles, but like he said, it started us with being African queens and kings, and yeah.
Exactly. We didn't start off just being slaves or enslaved, some would say. We started off with greatness, okay? But now on to this class discussion. Black History Month was once a well-celebrated month by many Americans, but most recently, it has become divisive with some companies and other organizations rolling back their resources and attention on the annual celebration. To add to this, we have seen the taking down of exhibits that mention slavery or rewriting of history. Of that involves the negative parts of the United States. What are your thoughts on what some are calling the whitewashing of history?
Man, I hate it. I hate that, we have people that's trying to take away, or trying to cover up the things that they did to us. I think that's the biggest thing. When you talk about Black history, as far as, the pale skinned folk, you have to acknowledge the wrongdoings that they caused. They gotta acknowledge the beating, the lynching, the rape of our women. That's a lot. They have to look in the mirror. And so I think that with them trying to take that away is trying to really cover up the evil and what they have done to our people. So, it sucks that, there could be a possibility of a generation of kids that don't know where they come from because there are people trying to take that away and take that opportunity away from them. So, I just, hope that something can be done about that. And, one thing about learning about our history is that we have always been able to be good and be able to win as one. So knowing that if we just can get together and really, just take on and really stand up for what we believe in, I think we can make a lot of change.
Yeah, I would definitely say they're always trying to acknowledge and outwardly speak about the Holocaust and all those events that's happened, and even over in Germany, they're very they don't shy away from the fact of that happening, and it comes over to our country, and we had a Holocaust that lasted longer to our people, and it's still being affected very heavily within our society today, where we have systematic racism, and it's scary to think that there are people that are actually signing petitions to even get that taken out of the books because they don't want their kids to know that they did something bad, and to also think about how many parents even before them talking about taking it away never actually explained to their kids what slavery was, what actually happened. They just kind of brush past it like they're ashamed. Well, it happened, it's history, we should explain it, but why would you try and take that away? It's just it's kind of ignorant. Well, it is ignorant, not even kind of.
Yeah, I think it is ignorant. I don't like it at all. You know, I feel like that's how the higher ups just try to keep us oppressed, you know, not knowing what happened back then. And it's still relevant to today that it's important that we do know where we come from. And it just starts with going back to, I think I seen a TikTok about a girl that, it was a boy or girl, she was talking to her parent and asked, like, who killed Martin Luther King Jr.? And she said a rapper. And that just shows you where today, like, where the new generation, where their minds at, and that they really don't know about, like, the history and stuff like that. And that the government, that they take out revolutionaries of black people when they try to make a change or try to just fight against social injustice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that they just heavily do it to avoid accountability, to avoid just like speaking up and saying we were wrong, we were not supposed to do this, how can we be better moving forward, how can we make this right? And so they just want to brush it up under the rug. That's what making America great again is all about, just pushing back or sweeping up under the rug the history that they've created. They want to avoid all the terrible things that they've done, but we can't avoid our blackness. We can't avoid what we go through every single day. We can't avoid still being referred to as monkeys, or our black men being referred to as thugs and aggressors and stuff, and our black women always being stereotyped with attitudes and whatnot. So they want to avoid all of that, but we can't avoid the damage and the long-lasting effects that it has on us.
Yeah.
So exactly.
No, I definitely agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's sad to see how much oppression like that we still face to this day from that. It just growing up in the South, and then like hearing my friends that haven't grown up in the South, like the complete difference in the mindset that we have and the things that like we were taught, and just like blatant like sundown towns, or how like slavery didn't end in certain states until like 2003, and it's just like I was born to that, like half of us were born in 2003, 2004. Like that is so sad to like see how much is still being heavily affected to this day, and for them to try and take that away from us.
Well, if you think that they're currently trying to sweep their own history up under the rug, including some of ours, now even our own people are doing the same thing. Check this out. In January 2026, Claudette Colvin passed away. She was the woman who refused to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus and helped to start the Montgomery bus boycott. Rosa Parks is often given credit, but Colvin did it first. This brings up the point that women were often involved in the civil rights movement. However, they are not often noted in the history books in mainstream culture. Why aren't women talked about as much as men when it relates to black history and or black excellence?
That's a really great question. I think for me, it's more so I really think that, and you know I might get a lot of flack for this statement, but I really think women rule the world in certain aspects. I think women are very powerful. I think that and history shows you that a lot of times that if you go back and look back on history, no matter the culture, no matter, you know, who you're talking about, it's always a woman that had a big hand or big part to play in why there's change. And I think that for men, it was, you know, I think men put men on a higher hierarchy than women sometimes. And I think that's just not necessarily true, man. I think that behind every successful man is a great woman behind him. And I think that with, you know, you try to bury women and try to, because especially around that time, you know, women were fighting for rights just to even vote. You know what I'm saying? And it's so sad that we're in 2026 and we're still trying to fight for women's rights, you know? And so it's just so sad to see. And it also shows you that, you know, the things that we went through are not that old. You know, 2026, man, she just passed away in 2026, who was on the bus, you know, boycotting with Rosa Parks. You know, they try to make it seem like that was over 100 years ago, but those people are just now passing away, you know, living in today's society. So I think, you know, really just learning your history, learning where you come from, and knowing that women have a key played a part in everything, you know, so really just, you know, understanding where you're coming from and understand that women are just as powerful, if not even more powerful as men.
Okay, so I've gotten like a lot of like hate for this conversation. Not hate, but I got into like a really heated like argument with my friends before about like the Rosa Parks and like how she wasn't the first woman. And like the whole reason that they used Rosa Parks was because she was closest to Martin Luther King. And also because she was a fair-skinned woman and she was more like acceptable. Like they literally planted Rosa Parks because that was already happening.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes down to like this conversation, we should have already been acknowledging all of it, but there wasn't as much press or like publication about this until it was Rosa, because like she is like close with Martin Luther King Jr. So like I don't think that they were trying to forget about her, more to say, but it was trying to actually raise like awareness, because like these things were happening to us, not just to like black men, but also to black women. And I just feel like it's kind of unfair that like Rosa Parks is now getting the bash for it, because like, oh, like she wasn't the first one to do it, and they keep making jokes like Rosa Parks' husband, like he had a car, why didn't she just take the car that day? Like we're always like we're always joking about these conversations, and we're always missing the actual point. Like Rosa did that to be what's it called, a martyr. I want to say I'm using that word right. Like she used it to like actually bring awareness to everything that was going on. And I don't know, like it really bothers me sometimes, like how much we try and like discredit certain things that go on. Like even when it came down to what was it called, the Tyler Perry movie, it was like it's eight something. It's what the women that were in the military and they're living on the mail.
Oh, 6888.
6888. Okay, 6888, right?
Yes.
Like, for that as an example, like, a lot of people had a problem that Tyler Perry was producing this. Why is that the conversation and not the fact that, like, we should have been talking about the 6888?
Yes.
Or even, like, Mary McLeod Bethune that helped start the 6888.
Yes.
That was just as close with Teddy Roosevelt's wife, who Eleanor Roosevelt. Like, there's so many things that like we tend to take away from black women, that like we just zero down on that and we forget about the whole reason why we're even like talking about us in the first place. Like as a black woman, like I have so much pride, like everywhere that I go. Like my dad like has instilled that in me, like to be like strong, hold my head up, like you're gonna be treated this type of way for the rest of your life. You need to have this. And there's so much like someone will look at me and they probably won't hire me because like my septum ring, and that's all that they're gonna see. Like, oh, she's this type of black girl, she's this type of black girl, this, that, and the third. And it's like there's so much downplay and like degradation when it comes to us, that like it makes me sick to my stomach sometimes. Like you don't even know who I am, and like you're discrediting me because like you don't. The frustration, I can't even.
I don't think black women get the credit enough that they deserve, because, you know, I grew up in like a single parent household, but it was like around all black women, you know, my aunts. And that first time I seen the strength that they endured in me, and, you know, I wouldn't be in the position I am today if it wasn't for them leading me. And so with that, they can do a man's job. Is they never needed a man to do anything. I feel like, you know, that they got their own strength, they can pull through themselves, and they just have a lot of greatness, you know. And I feel like today, we could have a woman as the president, but the world not ready for that, or the government not ready for that. But I think Kamala Harris, she would have been a great candidate, and I voted for Kamala Harris. But I think black women they don't get their flowers, you know, and I think that it comes to a point that people don't like that women, like, you know, that they have a certain power and that they could be in those positions that we are in today. But we just gotta be together as a collective to understand that, you know, they do got greatness in them.
Right.
Yes.
And we come from black women.
Yes. Hello.
Literally birthed it from a black woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
So I think that's another thing that we don't talk about. Like, you know, we come from that. Like,
That's
you know,
crazy,
men can't have babies.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
and like,
a good one.
You know, back to what Sean said, like, black women are like some of the strongest people you ever meet. You know what I'm saying? Like I have mothers, you know, I have a mother, grandmother, you know, aunts, all that. You know, so it's like, you know, we watch greatness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just, you know, really, like you said, women can do a man's job. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of successful black men that come from single parent households, you know, that are here today because of black women. So it's just crazy to me how we try to downplay women, period. You know what I'm saying? Because women are super strong and super powerful people.
They rule the world, bro.
What you
Yeah.
were saying earlier, though, Bradley, about men being on top and just the patriarchal world and being male-centered and everything. A lot of people may be upset with me when I say this, but unfortunately, it's even in our own religions and beliefs. Like when we speak about our Creator, when we talk about God, it's He. Thank the Father. Thank the Father. What about the mother? We forget that I strongly believe it's a divine mother too. Like you said, behind every great man or every great male figure, it's a strong woman behind that. So what about the mother? Even in nature, we see this balance. We see it's a masculine energy and a feminine energy. It's a mama and it's a father. So where's the divine mother in that? We talk about thank the Father. Let's talk about the Father. What about the mother? We continuously leave out the mother in this. And even in within the Bible stories, when we talk about, or not even just the Bible, but Buddha and different religions, it's always a man. It's always a man doing this and coming to this newfound belief or awakenings and everything else. What about the women that go through this as well? What about the women's stories? Why are we not talking about that? So
Exactly.
I just believe we went through, as women collectively, went through so much oppression to be on the bottom. Like we were talking about, hard for us to vote, hard for us to say anything. Women would just sit there for like an accessory or something, just for you to sit there and be pretty and not say nothing or whatever. They did that to us because we really are powerful. Like I'm telling y'all, whoever they put on the bottom and try to keep at the bottom and do whatever and keep pushing them down when they get back up, is because they really are the most powerful people, and they got to make sure they keep obstacles in your way to keep you from doing that.
Yeah, no.
But just like how we were collectively talking about Martin Luther King, I have another question for y'all. We know about the Martin Luther Kings and the Jesse Jacksons, but who are the leaders of today? Who are some present day leaders that you all look up to?
Wow. That's crazy because, you know, it's kind of hard to name somebody right now because of just what we're at in the world. Everybody's so opinionated. Everybody is so, everybody has a voice. And even if that voice is not a great voice, it's still a voice.
Yeah.
So as far as me, I'm concerned, I do watch a podcast. His name is Deontay Kyle. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him.
Yes, Grits and Eggs.
Yes, Grits and Eggs podcast. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys should definitely go check it out. Black man who has he talks about a variety of different topics that definitely need to be talked about, you know, just with everything that's going on in the world. He has a lot of great guests on there, so I'm not saying I look up to him, but that's a voice that, I listen to, and a voice of reason that I think, who's a pretty great voice for the black community. But I think we need more leaders. I think we need more people to speak up. I think we need more people to come out and, who knows, it could be one of us at this table today. Just speaking up and really just talking about the world's issues. I think we live in a world where we pick and choose the topics that we want to talk about. We pick and choose the topics we want to discuss, and we pick and choose the situations that we want to stand up for as a society. And that's not just black people, that's everybody. So definitely we need to be our own voices, and we need to be our voice of reason, because, if we're not going to do it, who will?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
Okay, I feel like this is like kind of a hard topic. Well, because there's not any more like black activists anymore, unless I just personally have not done like enough research and have found someone. But to my knowledge, like all the black activists that I used to look up to, like they're all gone. And I would say that the current black activists that I do kind of look up to will be black directors, black creators that are in spaces creating movies like, Black Klansman or Judas and the Messiah, or just movies that actually represent us in a non-derogatory way, where we're not trying to tell a story about how we used to be slaves, but actual truth about how we were strong black leaders in America. Like any black creator that is trying to actually give like leeway, I would say that those are people that definitely inspire me. There's sadly just not any more people that are speaking up or protesting or doing the marches or just continuously trying to lead awareness. Like even Black Lives Matter, like there was a scandal about them embezzling the money. Like, and that's just sick. Like you started this whole movement to help raise awareness for your community. You wanted to leave behind just like the Black Panthers did, and you are nothing. Like you can't even come close to that. Like it's just sick to see how a lot of us in the Black community have just kind of given up. Like we just gave up. We said, okay, we got rights, we got a house, we got a job just like them. That's it. That's all that we got. And it's like there's no more motivation or spirit left in us. Like there's a lot of us talking on social media how we want to make a change, how we want to do this, that, and the third. But none of us are educating ourselves properly or actually going out and doing the things. And maybe that's a controversial take, maybe that's just like how I kind of see it, but I don't think that there's enough of us that are angry for real. Like we just sit, it's just social media, like that's it. Yeah, that's all we got.
Yeah, and don't mean to cut anybody off or anything, but I think another thing to piggyback off Kim's point is if you really look back at society and look back at the Black voices that have spoken, they've all been assassinated.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
They killed all of us.
Yes, everybody.
They killed everybody.
One of the biggest stories that I look at and that makes me sick to my stomach every time I read about it or hear about it is Fred Hampton.
Yes.
I'm
so glad you brought that.
Judas in the situation. Yes.
It's crazy to me that you have a man who died at the age of 21. I'm 21. I know some of y'all might be 21.
Yes. Freshly.
So it's like, it's just so sad, man, to see that. And it shows you, like Shamari was saying earlier on the last topic, anybody that they try to bury, anybody that they try to keep, at ground level or, below anything, who try to belittle you in anything, they know that you're powerful.
Yeah.
And so, the Martin Luther Kings, the Fred Hamptons, there's plenty of people that are Nat Turner, there's plenty of people that we can go down a list and name that have been assassinated and murdered by people that don't want to see us be great or see our activists really speak out, Malcolm X included.
That's
so,
my man.
Really just I think we're scared, man. I think that there's a lot of young people and a lot of Black people, period, they're just
definitely agree. I would like to piggyback off of that too, because like I feel like every time we try and come together like as one, as a community, to actually help each other. I'm sorry, I got tongue tied. But every time we try and actually come together as a community and work together and do things together, that's when they come in and they try and kill one of us, and they're just or they plant somebody and it's like, okay, now it's money. It's always we always sell each other out for money, and we always forget all these other cultures and races. They can come together and be, except for us, and it's so sad they keep us divided. So they just hold power and money over our head. And we just be like, yes, we need that, instead of thinking what the whole point was. I even have some people that have told me Martin Luther King, he was a sellout because he was with a white woman. I don't know if that's true. I just personally don't believe that, because he wasn't trying to get segregation because of a white woman. He was trying to get segregation because we need, he was trying to desegregate everybody because we need to be together as people, not just trying to close each other off as just Black people, but the whole, we need unity.
And what's crazy is, I apologize. What's crazy is after all that went down, a lot of people don't discuss this though. My father and I, we did some personal research and we found this. MLK after a while said he felt like he led his people into a burning building though, trying to put everyone together and desegregate everybody. He was saying he led his people to a burning building, because you got to think about it. Now these people that's been our enemies for so long, treating us so many different ways, now we done made it easier access. These people are doctors, they are lawyers, they are teachers, they do everything for us now, and so it's easier for them to do. They do it today. Now it's harder for us to get jobs. It's harder for us to get paid. And like you were saying, we selling each other out for money and whatever else and all the finer things. That's because they held it from us for so long that now it's easy for them to dangle it over our head hey, like a carrot or something like that.
We never needed that. We never needed any of that. We never needed any of it. Never. And that's what it frustrates me so bad, how divided we just easily become so divided. Even now, I feel like we're so divided even worse because of social media. Social media has divided our community so much worse, to light skin, dark skin, brown skin. They keep dividing us, to mixed kids, to non-mixed kids. It's just
what they say.
But to go back on what you said, how we be hating each other and stuff like that. With Fred Hampton, the closest person, he had a co-chairman named William O'Neill, and he was an FBI informant. And he basically he had gotten some legal trouble, and the police officer pulled him over, and he gave him refuge, hey, if you help me out, I help you out, with your case. So he wasn't even a part of the Black Panther Party, and he snuck in to Fred Hampton's, and he became close, and he was Fred Hampton right man. He was drawing out blueprints to his house, right to his house, leading up to his assassination. And it's just crazy, he was witnessing the greatness and, you know, what he was trying to restore within our community. And he was black himself, and he threw it all out for, you know, a case,
money,
whatever, for the white man.
Yeah.
And
did you watch that movie?
Yeah, Judas and the Messiah.
Yeah,
yes, I love that.
So
movie.
good.
Yeah. Like Fred Hampton's probably one of my favorite activists because I feel like he don't get the credit he deserves.
He doesn't.
He don't.
You know,
He doesn't.
he was 21 years old, like you said. Like,
yeah, like just trying to get us together.
yeah, sometimes people say, you know, when you're 21 years old, you still a kid. You know, you babied in a way. But back in the day, I mean, some people died for it, you know, at a young age to just make an example. You know, so I feel like, you know, we the next generation of leaders. You know, it can start today to make change and the impact on our community.
Yeah.
You know, we don't gotta wait till we 30, 40 years old like Martin Luther King Jr. They waiting on us now.
Yeah.
We can't hold on to the legacy and stuff that they, you know, built in their story. But it's our time to, you know, make a difference in our story.
Agreed.
Yes,
Especially
that's
coming
true.
from HBCU.
Yeah.
You know, we are the majority here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we gotta speak up. Like, you know, you're never too young. You can be younger than us. You can still be in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just speak up, man. I think that, you know, we can't be scared. I think a lot of people, and like Kim was saying, and Shamari was saying about social media, like, it's all about perception. Everybody wants to have a certain image. Everybody wants to be looked at and regarded in a certain light. But, you know, man, you know, excuse my language, but at that, man. Like, you know, you really gotta just be, you know, be yourself, man, and stand up for your people. Because at the end of the day, we are all we have.
Yeah.
All we got.
There's a lot of people, not just white people. You know, there's a lot of people that want to see us, you feel me, want to see us down bad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just crazy to me. And like she was saying with the Martin Luther King thing, like, we did so, like, we had a black community, y'all. Like,
Yes.
we had
Black Wall
black
Street.
only
Yes.
hospitals. We
Yep.
had black only
Burn it
things.
down.
And
Yes.
they took that away from us. You know what I'm saying?
They
Because
don't want to see us.
in a sense, yeah, we want to be equal. Yeah, in a sense, we want to all be held in the same standard, in the same regard. Because, like, at the end of the day, we all bleed red. You know, so
Yes.
it don't matter what color you are. Everything that's inside of us is the same. So I think I get it from the humility standpoint of the situation, like just wanting to be equal, just for everybody. But we did better by ourselves.
Yes,
y'all.
and we really are one love. Even with, you know, even with some of the white folks too, we still are like one love. We do all bleed the same. And right now, we all have one common enemy right now, and that's our biggest. That's the elitist that's over us right now. That's one common enemy that we have. And unfortunately, they have our people collectively, not just black folk, but everybody or every race, have this divide and conquer mentality right now. This division mentality where we all can't get together. Right now, we got elitists doing all kinds of stuff to kids in these Epstein files right now. People just not mad enough for me. We still worried about who trying to fight who trying to do what, who doing this, who doing that. Like, last time I checked, we got one common enemy. Like, and they doing everything to all of us. It don't matter what kind of skin color you are, as black, light as you are, white as you. It don't matter. Hispanic, Puerto Rican. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's the op right now. That's the number one op. Are these elitists right now that's doing whatever that they doing on these islands and private jets and whatever that they doing to kids. And we worried about you mad about sharing a fountain with a black person? Come on, please. We got bigger fish to fry.
God put here.
Honestly, I definitely think that, like, our generation, like, we're not gonna have the same type of fight that, like, the past generation had about, like, you know, it's gonna be about money. It's gonna be about power. It's gonna, because I feel like we're more focused on that and how messed up that is, especially because a lot of us want to protect kids, because a lot of us have been through that, and, like, with family members and things like that, like, you know, and seeing that happen on a more, like, larger scale, and thinking that, you know, you can almost, like, trust these things that are being produced to us. So, like, in such a like a kind or like kid way, like Nickelodeon, for example, like how messed up that was, like going along with the Epstein files. Like, I feel like we're gonna have like that type of fight. We're gonna have that type of argument because we're tired, and I feel like eventually, we could honestly overthrow like most of the government and change a lot of the things. And that's being produced in like big Hollywood too.
And I know I know we got other topics to hit, but like Kim was saying, man, we got to protect our kids, bro. Like you said, like especially in the Hollywood industry, just period. You know, every day. You know, kids are the most innocent people on this planet.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta really protect your kids, man. Because these are soon gonna be our next leaders. They're gonna be the next generation of people who are gonna have to speak up and go through certain things and deal with certain situations. So, you know, protect them youngins, man. Like I can't preach that enough. You know, know, it's so much evil in this world. There's so much craziness in this world. And it's kind of hard in 2026 for a child to keep their innocence, man.
No,
They're exposed
really?
to so much.
Bro.
Like, I don't remember being 7 years old thinking I was watching SpongeBob, you know, we chilling. Like, I wasn't thinking nothing crazy or thinking about somebody taking me to an island. I wasn't thinking about none of that, man.
Yeah.
Like, so as far as, like, you know, our kids, we just got to protect them as much as we can, protect these little souls. And just hope that we can, you know, they can create change also. Because, you know, we're not the only ones that got to live in this world, man. So really just take care of everybody, man. We just got to be better people, period.
Well, as we proceed to the next topic of protection, humiliation, and also discrimination, I would like to ask y'all or speak about black hair. As we know, within our lovely culture and community, black hair has always been a complex topic. We heard about some men and women not getting jobs because of their hair. In the field of media, there have been women fired or publicly humiliated because of their hair choice or to wear their natural hair. Have any of you had any experience where you were treated differently because of your hair?
Yes.
Well, I'll say for me, I never technically had a personal experience as, you know, a young man, young brother with locks, as most of us on this set do have.
Yes.
You definitely get the looks. You know, quick little story for me. I remember I was in about senior year of high school, went to Walmart, and I actually had an employee follow me around the store, you know, just because she thought I was going to steal or thought I was going to do something crazy. Because of my hair, I look like the average black kid, you know, as some people will consider a YN. But you feel me? It's just kind of crazy that, you know, us expressing ourselves is vulgar to them or too much for them. And I came from, you know, when I was in middle school, I went to prep school, and there was a girl who had braids, and they literally made her try to cut that little girl hair because of, you know, the style that she had in, because they didn't like it. And it's crazy to me that as somebody who just living, getting an education, going to the store, trying to get a job, you know, to better themselves, that you let a set of locks or braids or whatever make your whole opinion about somebody off that. And like Kim was saying earlier, a septum piercing. Are we serious?
Yeah.
We're just expressing ourselves, man. We're just trying to be the people that we want to be and just live the way we want to live. And the fact that we get judged for it, you don't even got to hear us speak. But as soon as you see somebody with dreads, you judge them. Or as soon as you see somebody with braids, you judging them. Like, I think it's crazy to me that we even got to still deal with that in 2026. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we get criticized and we get, you know, frowned upon because of our culture is crazy to me. It's crazy.
I would say, okay, well, first, I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna start at, like, the fact that, like, I can't go into, like, the hair store without being followed around sometimes. And, like, specifically this one hair store that's here in Orangeburg, they always looking and eyeing. You are working at a black hair store. What you think? Who you think will come in the black hair store? That's the question.
Hello.
Like, okay, and then that was my first thought. My second thought was the fact that, like, growing up, hair has always been a very complex thing. I don't think I've ever. No, actually, I take that back. I have been treated differently. Like, I used to get perms and stuff in my hair. My grandma didn't want to do my hair. Nothing was wrong with my perms. I am pro perm. I don't know. And maybe that's a little controversial too, but I started going to a private school at one point, and like the little white girls, they'd be like, "Oh, like, why is your hair so different? Why can't you get your hair wet?" Like, there was rules that I had to follow with my hair that I feel like it just has set up such like a. It's almost like I can't not sit straight up almost in a way. Like, I have to always present and carry myself a certain way. Like, if my hair is not done, then something is wrong. And since I've gotten my locks, it has been like a harder, like, I'm kind of slouching now because, like, I don't always have to get my hair retwisted. I can't always get my hair retwisted. My hair is thin. So, like, I'll not get my hair retwisted. I'm walking out and I'm hearing, "You need to get a retwist. You need to do this. Your hair not done. Your hair, like, why is your hair like this?" I've gotten a lot of, like, now slick comments about my locks and how it's not as appropriate, not as professional. And I feel like that's also kind of controversial. For a while, I didn't even want to, like, y'all see my baby hairs is done, but I didn't even want to get my baby hairs done because that wasn't appropriate. That's not right. Like, it's not clean in a way And these are like the constant thoughts that like I grew up thinking, because I grew up with a very traditional grandmother. Like my grandma had always done my hair, and she likes my locks now. Like that's let me preface that. She likes my locks. She thinks that they're very cute. But to even like have older traditional people that go to state here that have had made comments about my hair and how it's not appropriate to wear, or like it's not okay, like I need to wear my hair straight, I need to comb out my locks, things like that. It's really crazy. I wouldn't say that I've gotten a lot of like mistreatment from non-black people. It's been from mainly just black people, and how I should not have my hair like this and I should not wear it like this. But I had never felt more confident in just wearing my natural hair out until I got my locks.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think it's just another way for the hires to keep us oppressed, because like our black is beautiful. That means every single thing that's on us is beautiful, which means our hair, if you go back to our roots or our ancestors, you know, you see a lot of them with sculptures, you know, they had a lot of hair too. And I think it just holds, you know, a sense of power. You know, hair can mean a lot. It can carry a lot of energy. Me personally, I mean, I had a lot of hair, and I didn't get real much hate from it. I really started appreciating my hair here, you know, when people used to come to me saying that, you know, they like my fro and stuff like that. And that's when I became comfortable in my own skin, you know, to grow my hair out, because I didn't really grow my hair out when I was a kid and stuff, because my parents were strict. But that's another story. But I just feel like having hair is just a good way to just, because it tells a story if you think about it. You know, your hair go through a lot. You go through a lot with your hair. And I just feel like that, I lost my train of thought.
You good, man. You good.
But nah, to piggyback off what you were saying though, like your hair tells a story, man. I think especially with locks, man. I think that because you go through an ugly phase, boy. I'm telling you.
Boy.
As somebody who has, you know, had locks going on 3 years now, I think that you know, it tells your story, and it also teaches you patience. I think that with me, man, I was about 6 months in, I was ready to go bald, bro. I was ready. But, you know, taking the time and actually going through the process and going through the journey of your hair, it teaches you so much, not only about your hair, but about your life. I think that, you know, one of the biggest things that I'm learning so far, and almost, you know, soon to graduate college, is that life is a journey, man. And I think that's what it is with your hair, too. Your hair is a journey, man. It just shows you, you know, when you stay committed to something, when you stay down to something, when you take care of something, it can be beautiful. And I think that it has, you know, hair has so much symbolism in it.
It does.
You know, just going on, you know, just talking about, you know, just anything, you know, especially with us being African Americans, man, and just having to deal with some of the things we've been through. And like Sean was saying with the history, you know, you go back and look at some of those pictures of, you know, slaves and people from Africa, you know, where we come from, they had lots of hair, you know, they had locks, they had all type of, you know, braiding, and I don't know if people know this, but they actually used to braid roots to escape, you know, free during slavery. So that, like I said, it just shows you how much symbolism is in our hair and is in our, you know, beauty, like I was saying. So
I have a similar story to Kim as well, to like how our people would judge with my locks and everything else. Growing up as a young girl and stuff, I got perms and stuff too, until I was just like, no, I miss my fro. I was telling my mama, I miss having a fro. I want my fro like that, whatever else. And I started going to school with other white folks too, and I was like, dang, like I used to perm my hair because I wanted hair like theirs. I'm like, how is their hair so silky? How is their hair so long? How is it like that? Until I started to really grow into my blackness, I like it took a long time, y'all. It really did. I was like, I want my fro back, but then that shrinkage got me, and I'm like, gosh, I'm looking like I got a fade and stuff, and like the 2-strand twist. I'm like, oh no, and I would, as I got older into my teenage years and stuff, I would start putting on wigs and everything else. I wanted box braids long and everything, until I really got into a point. I know some people, when y'all walk up to the sisters and be like, are you on a spiritual journey with your locks? Some of them be like, no. But for me, I really did intentionally lock my hair to go on a spiritual and self-love journey. And I'm almost 4 years into the game now, and it's taught me a lot. Like, I really, I'm deeply in love with myself now, and not just because of my hair, but just because my hair really showed me who I was. Like you said, like when you went through that ugly phase, which I didn't even think it really was an ugly phase, but it was rough, y'all. Like sometimes I'll be like, dang, like is this me? Like sometimes I have locks, sometimes I have a fro, well, sometimes I have whatever. But it was so looking back on my pictures, I really would do it all over again. Like it taught me so much about myself. It really, really taught me to love myself and look past, like beyond hair. Like I stopped wearing filters over my face, y'all. Like I stopped wearing makeup like that. My locks really taught me that to really love myself and who I am, you know. And my father was so heavy on his girls, especially saying, "Don't cut your hair." Still, I could call my sister up right now and she'd be like, "I want to cut my hair," but my father gonna be in the background. "You better not cut your hair." So he'll let you know, I'm Cherokee by blood, and my father, they don't play. You know, they say them Native Americans or them indigenous Americans, they don't play that about their hair. You know, they don't play that about cutting it and doing all that stuff. And it really showed through my family because my father is letting us know you better not, you know, cut. And he's a bald man with a long beard. And he's heavy on not cutting up or trimming up that beard or nothing. So just love your hair. Love your black folk, love your hair. Whether you got a pixie cut, a little fro, you know, your cornrows, locks, whatever, you know, love your hair. Yeah. And I get comments still to this day from my folk telling me, "Oh, you need to get a retwist, you need to get your hair done." I get mixed reviews, you know. Some people tell me it's clean and upkept, they like it. They can't even really tell I need a retwist, none of that. Some people tell me I need it. Either way, it don't move me. The positive or the negativity, it don't move me because I'm sure of who I am, you know, and what I want. So
self-love is the best love.
You hear me? Really? The best love. I never really needed the comments to let me know that I was that. I already know, you know. So going a whole lot deeper into our culture, y'all. We going into the music, all right, and the entertainment industry. Turn on any television or commercial or go to a live sporting event and you are bound to hear some R&B and hip hop, okay, or some pop music inspired by African Americans. Why do you think black culture is so infused into mainstream culture? How does that make y'all feel?
I got mixed emotions about it. Honestly, it makes me happy a little bit just to know that, you know, I think, I'm gonna rock behind mine, stand 10 toes behind mine all day. You know, I feel like, you know, we got the best culture. We are the culture. So I think it's really dope to see our fellow African American brothers and sisters, you know, getting that exposure, like letting their talents be, you know, pushed forward. And there's so many different groups and races of people, man. I think it's dope. But I also have mixed emotions about it because I think that sometimes we need to gatekeep a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I might get a little flack for that. I might, you know, people might not like that, but I think there's certain things in our culture that we should keep just to ourselves. And, you know, I'm pretty sure Asian folks do it, white folks do it. You know, they probably keep some things to themselves, and, you know, they don't want everybody doing.
They do.
So I think that we definitely should, you know, try to keep some stuff to ourselves. But I think it's great for black people, period, you know, just for our talents to be, and it don't even have to just be music. It could be anything, you know, art, anything, you know. So just really, like, I think it's good that we just can be able to push out, you know, our talents and show the world that we're bigger than, you know, whatever they think we are. And, you know, I think that's pretty cool.
I would say that, like, I think that it's great occasionally. I also think that sometimes the way that they have taken our culture is they've taken it, not even in like an appreciation way. Like they've told us that, like, oh, you know, having y'all remember like in the early 2000s when they were like, if you got a big butt, that's bad. And every black woman could not have a big butt. Now it's BBLs. Now it's lip injections. Now white women are getting lip injections. Now they're getting BBL. They're getting skinny BBLs. Like they have Kim Kardashian, for example. Love Kim K. She's so cute, right? But she has taken black culture and has made it into a cute thing. It's like she's taken everything that we have been told is bad and she's made it great. She's even now have mixed children. I also like Northwest too. So I'm preface that by saying that, like, it's just so crazy how, like, everything that we keep getting hate for, especially black women, going back to the black women conversation, how many things we keep getting hate for specifically, it's now saturated, and if a white woman does it, it's great. bonnets, for example. White women are wearing bonnets on TikTok. I'm okay with that. I feel like, okay, everyone should protect their hair.
I want to see it.
But why? Like, why are you wearing a bonnet, and why is it okay for you to wear a bonnet when you go make a store run to the grocery store, but I can't wear a bonnet when I make a store run to the grocery store? Personally, though, I don't like when we wear bonnets out because that is for the bed.
Yes.
You don't want your bonnet to smell like, the grocery store. But why is it okay when a white woman does it, but I can't do it? Now I'm ghetto, now I'm loud, now I'm upset. Like, white women tears, right? Black women tears. We get depicted as angry in the media. White women get depicted as, oh, she's so sad, oh, she's so hurt. Like, what is it? Female rage. There's nothing but white women like that I see on like the little compilations that they make on TikTok, little edits. Like, they have taken so much of our culture, and it is okay when they do it, but it's not okay when we do it, and I don't like that. I hate that. Even like the chopsticks in the hair. Asian people are now explaining like their sleeping diet, food diet. It's some type of diet that they have now on like TikTok, but we should gatekeep more. Not even just gatekeep more, but we need to scold them more. They need bring back public shame. Yes, bring back shame.
Stoning.
Wait. Wait.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at the fact when you was like Northwest, you like Northwest. I'm sorry,
I
name
like
your
her.
child after a compass
But listen,
in direction.
I mean in the simple, okay, that's the other thing, right? We can't name our black children Mercedes, but she can get Northwest.
That's what I'm saying. Northwest is crazy.
I'm telling you, the Kardashians, the Kardashians have normalized black culture so much that it's okay when they do it, but we can't do it.
They're not all the way black.
Nobody can be. They're not even black. The Kardashians are not even black.
Ain't even got no hint of
They
black.
are Armenian.
I don't see no black in them, bro.
I think I'm saying that properly.
Caucasian.
Yeah.
Hello, what's not clicking?
And the box braids. That's crazy work.
I hate that.
It is. That's crazy work. I just
I'm sick.
I'm tired of seeing the bonnets, the box braids, the baby hairs, or the sticky bangs. That's what they be called. The sticky bangs,
the slick bags. Your hair is gonna fall out.
The phonics,
fall out.
the nail, because that's us. It's us all the way, and the fact that they want us to change it, to want us to change it, and then they adapt it. That's basically what their ancestors did. Took everything from us and made it theirs, and they still doing it today. We want to apologize and say they're not their ancestors. Yes, you are. I don't know if y'all aware or not, but yes, you are.
Yes, you are. They take the kink along hair and try to braid it in their hair. They used to take our hair and try to braid it in their hair.
Yes.
What's up with that? Even like, speaking of phonics, right?
Yeah.
This might sound a little controversial.
Yeah.
I'm going to preface my conversation when I say that. But white gay men have taken our phonics.
Hello.
And try, and some, not all. There are some white gay people, okay, gay men, that try and act like us. And I don't know what's up. Maybe it's from like a different part of a state culture that I'm just not understanding. But it has come down to the point like, why are you trying to act like a black woman? Or even skits that are on TikTok, they try to act like black women, black men. Like, well, what's up with that?
I just want to.
Is this a joke?
My bad.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do that. But I just want to give a special shout out to South Carolina for real, because we really are the foundation for Black Americans. This is literally the ports, the Charleston port, everything else. That's where the slaves were brought through and dispersed through the rest of the South. So I really just want to give a special shout out to South Carolina, because everybody want to hate on South Carolina due to the history, but we really are the foundation for Black Americans. We are. So, shout out 864-803-843, all of us. Right here. Everybody. Like, shout out us for real. Low country, my Gullah folk. Shout out us for real, though. I love our culture. Everybody, they want our rhythm, but they don't want our blues. They don't.
No, they don't.
They sure don't.
They don't.
It's cool. Shawntravis.
Dance on beat.
That's a feeling.
Hey,
you
got
feel
no
me? Or
rhythm for
season
the
that
blues.
food.
Yeah. I mean, y'all pretty much touched up everything I agreed on.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that they just try to keep, like, they use us as entertainers, but we can't be in those, like, political seats,
Yeah.
It's just a form, just trying to keep us oppressed again. So, they like 50-50 with, okay, we're going to appreciate y'all music, but, like, for Grammy's example, like, you see, like, a lot of white artists like Taylor Swift getting Grammy after Grammy after year, when whole time, like, it should be like, what's a good song?
What did you say, Beyonce?
Yeah, Beyonce.
Squabble up, Kendrick
Squabble
Lamar.
Up.
Oh yeah, yeah, we
Squabble
can do that.
Up.
We can do that.
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of like our culture, you know, you just get ripped off from like the mainstream, like award shows that goes on.
Yeah.
And it's just a slap in our face because like, okay, we started this and y'all gonna give out awards to y'all people.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, rhythm without the blues, literally. So yeah, I don't.
Yeah. And I don't mean to cut you
No,
off,
you good.
Sean. And I just wanted to run this because it just came to my head. I know y'all remember, you know, back in 2020, the little Renegade dance.
Yeah.
I remember the little, you know, a black girl came up with the dance, great dance, cool dance. You know, I was even hitting it. You know, I can't dance, but you know, that's that. But, and then, you know, the white people took it over and got credit for it.
Yeah, Charlie D'Amelio.
Yes,
It's like, it's so crazy to me how, like we said, we can invent things, we can do all these, you know, get into all these topics, but they try to take our culture and just change it and try to make it theirs. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Gatekeep
So-
from now on, y'all.
Yes. So we done talked about so much about our culture and our people and how much we should know. Well, how about we have some fun with a little Black History inspired game called Black History Trivia, the Black Inventors Edition. Y'all ready for the rules? Y'all ready?
Ready.
Overly ready.
All right, I see you got your stuff spread out, girl. What? Okay. So the moderator, which is me, Shamari, will read the question with answers. The panelists would hold up their card with the letter that corresponds with the correct answer. The moderator will read the correct answer, forgive me. The first person who gets 7 correct will be the winner.
What do I win?
Girl, I don't know, but you're going to be a winner. Yes, you're going to be, how about a nice, great hug?
You know, black people.
Y'all ready to play the game?
Yes.
All right, so card number 1 we have, who invented the space camera during NASA's Apollo missions? A, George Carruthers, B, Mark Dean, C, Lonnie Johnson, or D, Frederick Jones? Don't try to cheat, y'all. I play spades. I ain't playing. Everybody got the answer?
Yeah.
All right. The answer is A, George Carruthers.
Dang, we got toasted, bro.
George Carruthers
I probably got a
developed
camera to side eye.
the ultraviolet
good.
camera.
Talk about, I actually got to
Yes, because I mean, you know, like the public.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah. And all y'all held up C too.
Because it sounds like it would be the
sounded
lady.
good.
Yeah. I see.
Don't kill us, y'all. Don't kill us.
All right. So on to question 2. Who invented the traffic signal in 1923? A, Garrett Morgan, B, Elijah McCoy, C, Lewis Latimer, D, Granville Woods.
I don't know that either.
Why you pick the one I picked?
I ain't know you picked that.
Now I'm changing my answer.
Change yours.
I'm going D.
Just because they're, yeah.
Really? C again. All right. Let's see what everybody got. Oh, okay. The answer is A, Garrett Morgan.
Ain't nobody winning.
Hey, y'all got a couple more questions left. Like what? 22? We on question 3. We got 25
Okay,
total.
so-
Y'all got 22 questions left. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, did I do my math wrong? Oh, anyway, my bad. Okay. Who co-invented the IBM personal computer and holds 3 original IBM PC patents? A, Otis Boykin, B, Mark Dean, C, Lonnie Johnson, D, Valerie Thomas.
Can you read A again?
Yes. A, Otis Boykin.
I'm gonna go with my boy Otis.
I'm gonna go Boykin too.
Let's go Otis.
All right, that's everybody's final answer? That's y'all final answer?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is B, Mark Dean.
I'm about to knock them cars out your hand.
I'm having a great
They
time,
gonna say
though.
I do not know y'all history.
None of us do.
We gotta go back to the
After we
drawing
went on tangents, y'all.
No, like,
board after this.
I don't know the inventions.
We
I know
invented
the
a lot.
inventions. I don't know the names. How about that?
Yes, we
Yeah.
invented a lot.
I don't know
that.
the names, but I know what we invented.
Yeah, you know, the white man tried to take credit for it.
Hello.
They did.
Don't fault us because we don't know.
Okay, so for the 4th question, who patented the home security system in 1969? A, Alice Parker, B, Maria Van Britten Brown, C, Valerie Thomas, D, Sarah Boone.
Homeland Security.
Yes, the home security system. Trust your intuition is all I gotta say. That's y'all final answers.
Yes.
I don't like the way you said that. Can I put up 2?
No. Make a decision.
All right.
That's y'all final answer?
Yes.
Dang, Kim. The answer was B, Marie Van Britton Brown. That's why I asked y'all. I was like, that's what you gonna choose. Because you picked up the right one. Yes.
I'm going
I got faith in y'all.
We
I got
gonna get
faith.
one.
Yeah, I think y'all
at
gonna
least
get at
2,
least one.
bro.
I don't got this.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, I
I
got
don't know people names.
faith. I got faith.
I know
Okay.
faces, not names. That's what they say.
And me too, yeah. I'm bad with names.
Ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Telling you.
You're right. So, question number 5. Who invented the carbon filament that improved the light bulb? A. Lewis Latimer. B. Elijah McCoy. C. Otis Boykin. D. George Carruthers.
I feel like
Otis.
What was A?
A is Lewis Latimer. Trust your intuition, everybody. Trust your intuition.
If I'm the only one to get this one, I'm gonna be pissed.
I got. Yo. I was like, that was funny to me. Okay, the answer is A, Lewis Latimer, and that's why it was funny to me because you were the only one that got it.
Like, I knew it, bro. I knew
You did, that's why I was like, oh, your intuition.
I'm listening
good.
to the last names in the year of the inventions.
All right, so that's a 1 point for Kimora and Bradley so far.
it. Shout out to them.
Y'all forgive me if I get
Loser.
it.
Wow.
Hey, I believe in you, Shawntravis.
Thank you.
I have to root for everybody here
Thank
because
you.
I'm the moderator. Like,
You
I'm
right.
literally neutral. So,
I'm gonna win somehow.
so question number 6. All right, y'all may get this one, or it may slip you up. Who developed improvements to the telephone transmitter? A. Otis Boykin. B. Granville Woods. C. Lonnie Johnson. Or D. George Carruthers.
What my boy Lonnie talking about?
Dang.
It's A.
Y'all ready for that? You cheated.
No, because you should have said it.
That's what I'm saying.
You're a bad moderator. Because you should have. You better sound. It's A.
It is A. It's
Hey.
bro.
Down with 2 points.
Yes, that's why I was like, trust y'all intuition.
Nah,
Y'all was rooting for Otis. It was me. Let me.
It was you.
Okay, I'm gonna make it hard. I'm gonna have to start acting like I'm playing spades, bro. Like y'all.
Yeah, you gotta gatekeep a little
Yeah, I gotta
bit.
really gatekeep and stop showing my facial expressions. Okay, it's straight as ever
Why
now.
would you do that?
Okay, I'm serious now. Serious moderator.
Yeah.
Who created the illusion transmitter used by NASA? A. George Carruthers. B. Valerie Thomas. C. Gladys West. D. Marie Van Britton Brown.
I'm gonna show the black one. This is
Gladys, I like Gladys.
a woman name.
I think it's Valerie.
That's y'all final answers?
is
This
mine.
is great. It is B. Valerie Thomas.
Coming out for 3.
Note how serious I was with that.
Y'all got
Man,
3
I was
right?
on that one.
Yes.
Dang,
Yes,
taking
got
off.
3.
This dog can't-
Yeah, 3, 2.
I got 2. Yeah.
You got 2?
1. 1, 3, 2. Dang, we need a
1, 2,
scoreboard.
1.
We got
Oh, okay, cool, okay.
Add another one on there.
All right. Question number 8. Who invented the refrigerated truck system in 1935? A. Frederick McKinley Jones. B. Garrett Morgan. C. Mark Dean. Or D. Granville Woods.
I'm gonna go with B.
The answer is A. Frederick McKinley Jones.
Hey, count me out. Go ahead, get it.
Right. And you said it. Your intuition good, Shawntravis. I can't hold
We
you.
blaming the white man.
You got
I told God to be with me.
yo. Okay.
preparing for this.
Yes, he did. This is for my mama. This is for Coop, Dylan, Crenshaw. Okay, I'm sorry.
Talking about all American.
Shout out to
Okay. Who invented the Super Soaker water gun?
I love. Okay, wait. I know this one. I think
You do?
I think.
A.
I think
Yes,
I
you
know
did
this
say this in class.
Yes.
A. Lonnie Johnson. B. Marie Van Britton Brown. C. Patricia Bath. Or D. Granville Woods. Trust y'all intuition. All right, the answer is A. Johnny Johnson.
And Kim said this in class.
Because I knew it was a man. It's a man.
I was
The
gonna
two
hint
ladies.
this out to her, but then I was like, no more hints.
No, because it wasn't a lady. It was a man.
Yeah, it was.
That's all I remember.
I literally seen the picture on TikTok the other day, bro.
Yes. It was like one of the first things I learned about in like Black history in school.
Bro, did we create everything?
We did.
Golly.
We are the originals.
So Thomas
Do your
Edison.
research.
What's that? They Thomas Edison. The one that who they say created the white bulb. That white person is Thomas something.
Yeah, it was actually a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ain't a white man, yo.
They done lied about everything. They want their people to be so great. Anyways, question 10. Y'all got 15 more. Who invented a home heating furnace design in 1919? Now we have sisters here. A. Alice Parker. B. Sarah Boone. C. Patricia Bath. Or D. Marion Croak.
You cheating?
All right, if that's the final answers, everyone is incorrect right now. The answer is A. Alice Parker.
Oh. I should have went one over.
She sounded the coldest.
Scoreboard right now.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
I think it's 4-2-2.
4-2. Yo, Kim is smoking that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm not.
I mean, we can catch up though. Yeah, we just gotta throw off.
Now we're
Help me
on
out.
11. Who invented a folding cabinet in the early 1900s? A. Sarah Boone. B. Frederick Jones. C. Leonard Bailey. Or D. Otis Boykin.
Okay, say it again. What was the C?
C. Leonard Bailey.
Who was B?
Frederick Jones.
I'm going with Leonard Baylor.
I was sorry. The answer is C. Leonard Bailey.
4-3-2. Yes, sir.
And now I'm feeling like how Sean feels.
Hey, brother, it's lonely at the bottom.
Yo,
You
it's
got-
lonely at the top
Lonely at
too.
the
Yeah, which one you want to be at?
I'm trying
You're
to stay in
right.
the
You're
top.
right. You're right.
This feel like
though.
when I play Kahoot. Y'all cheat.
Carzell is cracking up, bro. Like, I have never seen a frown on this dude's face. It's cracking up.
I scoreboard, man.
It's the best of 7 now. Like, Shawntravis just got 3 more to go. And after we hit 7 with somebody, we
I thought Kim
done.
had 4.
I got 4. I
she
need
got
3 more.
Oh, Kim, you got
I
4?
need
My
3
bad. My
more.
bad. Y'all tired? Y'all
Nah,
tired?
she got 4. I got 3.
Oh, my bad. Okay. You got 2. Okay, so
Let me
2
start
more.
bagging. I need a lock in.
You better.
All right, y'all bet. Y'all got 2. Y'all ain't got no. You looking?
No.
You looking, girl? You laughing, girl?
Watch her. Watch her.
Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on you. I gotta keep an eye on you.
It's okay. I can read your glasses.
Bro, like, I had to take my glasses off for spades too. Okay, let me, you're right. Okay.
Funny.
Question 12. Who developed fiber optic telecommunications advancements at AT&T? Now we communications majors now.
Wait, I know this one.
A. Marion Croak. B. Shirley Jackson. C. Mark Dean. Or D. Valerie Thomas.
I keep hearing Mark Dean. I don't like him.
Yeah.
I'm going with B.
Was Mark Dean B or C?
I'm going with B.
Everybody trust their intuition, all right? Now that I took my glasses
I'm
off.
scared. Wait.
Okay. Wait, you
Lord, please.
y'all answers final?
I'm gonna keep mine. I'm sticking with the good.
You sticking
Okay.
with the gut?
The answer is A. Marion Croak. Nobody slammed their papers down.
Cause I could have literally went 1 over and been right, bro.
You just gotta really pay attention.
Maybe I
Don't
don't
never
know
stop
my
trusting your
history.
gut now. Mine been right on a few occasions.
Win
I ain't
is on
gonna
the
hold
way.
you. On a-
This is bad.
All right, question 13. Who developed mathematical models used in satellite geodesy?
Okay.
A.
Pharaoh.
Gladys West. B. Shirley Jackson. C. Alice Parker. Or D. Patricia Bath.
Wait.
Everybody trust their intuition. Trust their intuition. Trust their intuition.
Hopefully my good right this time, y'all.
It is, because the answer is A. Gladys West.
I got 5.
My,
I got 5.
All right.
I need 2 more.
All can need
You at 3?
2 more.
I'm at 3.
Hey,
I'm at 3.
it's
Is there a
5-3-3.
gift card
5-3-3.
production?
It's getting heated.
It is. Y'all getting so close. All right.
We gotta make this
Had to even take my glasses off. It's getting tough.
Lord.
It's getting tough. All right. Let me lean back. I forgot. Who contributed to early blood storage techniques used in blood banks? A. Charles Drew. B. Patricia Bath. C. Gladys West. D. Mark Dean.
I don't think we said Gladys yet. I got Queen Gladys for the win.
Everyone trusts what God is telling you.
I trust God.
All right.
I'm scared.
Well, you may be mad because the answer is A. Charles Drew. You might not trust in your gut. You've been right 2 times so far.
Hey.
Thank my Lord and Savior.
This for Crenshaw.
Now I'm back lonely, brother.
Kim got 5, I got 4, Sean got 3. I told
This
y'all
is
about
getting
making this
close.
Come back, y'all.
This is getting close.
I might gotta take out the competition.
It's a marathon, not a race.
Hey, Carzell, you want to make bets on who's going to win? We parlaying
You're
it.
not parlaying this. I'm winning. I'm winning.
It's a
That's the
marathon,
parlay.
not a race.
Okay.
You surely in last place.
I was before.
I'm rooting for Sean.
comfortable
Like,
here.
y'all
We
can't do
comfortable
this
here.
to Sean.
I'm okay.
Y'all can't do this to Sean, man.
Man, we done been last before, bro. As long as I'm breathing, I'm a winner.
Hey, okay, all right, that's good. Snap.
Preach.
All right. Question 15, y'all. Who invented a spark plug improvement in 1902? A. Granville Woods. B. Elijah McCoy. C. Otis Boykin. D. Garrett Morgan.
Ooh.
You said C was Elijah.
Otis.
What was
B
D?
is Elijah McCoy.
What was D?
D is Garrett Morgan.
I'm gonna know something if this ain't D. We ain't
I'ma
have
go
no
with this
D
one.
correct answers yet.
All right. All I gotta say is Otis haven't done y'all well, but the answer is B, Elijah McCoy.
Dang it, Kim.
Okay. What? Whew, yeah, she is. She is. She just need one more point, y'all. She just need one more point. This is tough. I gotta put my glasses back on now. I'm ready to see. So, y'all ready? All right. Thought I seen enough for a minute, but okay. Who was known as the Black Edison for his railway telegraph inventions?
Oh, I know this.
A. Otis Boykin. B. Granville Woods. C. Lewis Latimer. Or D. Mark Dean.
I think I'm going to go Mark Dean on this one.
I'm gonna go Lewis.
I'm going to go Mark Dean. We ain't.
All right.
We've been right so far.
Why should be?
Man, Sean, your intuition on point is B. Granville Woods.
Hey,
And he did know this.
We back at 4, right? I told you I knew this, right? I told you.
You did.
I
You
told
did.
How many you got?
4.
Yeah, man. You got to see.
Oh.
Hey, we coming, man. Just 2 in the
As long as I'm
bowl.
not in last place, I'm
Hey.
What y'all said? Black.
What you got? You said you got 5?
Silencer on them.
No, I got 4. Me,
Oh,
5.
okay.
Kim got 6.
Okay, both of y'all got 4.
It's a good game, though.
Yeah, no, it is.
4.
We done turned
6.
up.
Okay, yeah, it is. It's a very good game. I like it. Y'all doing well. Y'all doing
really
well.
competitive.
All right, we're on 17 now. Who developed caller ID and call waiting technology advancements? A. Shirley Jackson. B. Marion Croak. C. Gladys West. Or D. Patricia Bath.
Ooh. So what? You created what?
Who developed caller ID and call waiting technology advancements?
Can you read the options again?
Trust
Yes.
me.
Did you say Gladys Knight?
No, I said West. I said West. Okay.
It did sound
No, I
like
thought she
familiar,
said
ain't
Gladys
it?
Knight for a minute.
I got y'all.
I
Let
didn't
me
know
repeat
Gladys
it.
was doing that.
I'm gonna repeat the question too. Who developed caller ID and call waiting technology advancements? A. Shirley Jackson. B. Marion Croak. C. Gladys West. D. Patricia Bath.
I'm going to go good old Shirley. Let's go Shirley.
What you got, Shawntravis? All right. The answer is A. Shirley Jackson.
Shout out Shirley. My family. Yeah.
Yo.
I'm so close.
So what I got, 5?
Yes.
Dang, man.
I'm so close.
Yeah.
Shirley, man.
I just need one
I do
more.
this for Miss Gladys, boy.
Bad.
100. Okay. Question 18. Who invented the gas mask safety hood in 1914? A. Jan Matzeliger. B. Granville Woods. C. Elijah McCoy. Or D. Garrett Morgan.
You know what's funny? All of this was at the art exhibit that was in the planetarium.
It was.
Why you change your answer?
So, The answer is D. Gary Morgan, and Kimora is the winner of the Black History
Shake your hand, shake your hand.
trivia game.
Shake your hand, shake your hand.
Thank you. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Oh my God, bro.
Great game, you know.
That was a great game. That was very
Yes,
close
yes.
too. We had what 5-4,
Yes,
and
yes,
now
I ended up technically getting sick.
yes, you did. Yes, that is right. That is right. At the end, y'all did well. That was great.
Great question. Great question. I didn't know a lot of them.
Yes, those. Yes. Now I hope that inspired everyone that is here. Of course, our panelists, myself included, and then our audience to look more into our history, learn more about our people, the activists, everything. Learn more about us, even before slavery and before we were enslaved, should I say, and everything else. Research about your folks. Learn who we are, because we do come from greatness. We come from royalty. We are the Most High's chosen people, and I want you to know that.
Hello.
So, y'all, we had a great time and so much fun playing the Black Trivia game today. Again, I want to thank this panel for joining me, and you are watching BNN's Class Discussion. I'm Shamari Blanding, and y'all have a great day.
Black History Edition.